Awesome. Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to Series 3 of Mall Excellence. We're here today with Curtis Jaques. Thanks again, Curtis, for being on. Thank you, everybody, for being present. We're excited to kick butt this holiday season. Congrats, Curtis, again on your great week last week, over 50 grand in sales. We have a couple different people from a little bit of all over our division on right now, but go ahead and take it away, Curtis, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm excited to talk to you guys all the way from Denver um, about malls. And I think that malls is the area that a lot of reps sleep on. Obviously, JC doesn't because he's been the number one mall rep for the last few years in the nation. So, big thing that I tell everybody on this call is that this is an extra layer of the business that I think is slept on. And this is a layer where if you really do it right and you stay in there for multiple years, you're going to see a huge return on your investment. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like being 9 to 5 or 9 to 12 or 15 hours in a mall. But the thing is that that's not what we're here for. What we're here to do is we're here to get a base of customers that we normally don't see, and a base of customers that literally come to the mall every year and place orders. I know we're starting the call a little bit late, and that's because I was at my mall display dropping things off, and I had two customers waiting for me to buy Cutco. So I was writing up orders and I'm like, I gotta get on a call. Sorry, gotta go. And my customer's like, really? I need to look at the K bar. I'm like, come back in 30 minutes and I'll show you the K bar. But the main thing that we want to focus on today is just like strategy, like mental, like where your mind is at, handling objections. Because you guys know the mall, they're full of them. That's just because a lot of people at the mall are full of it. And what we have to do is we have to, sift through it, but at the same time have that smile on our face and know that it's the holidays. And what we give to the customer at the mall is not what they're expecting at the mall. Okay. And what I want you guys to know is that when people go to the mall at Christmas, they hate it. Okay. And the reason why they hate it is because they're falling behind. They're lost. They don't know what they're doing. They're in a rush. They got to get in, get out. They think the crowds are too much. And what we need to do is we need to be the highlight of their day. Right. So what I want to do is I just want to go over a couple things. Um, One is people that are shopping for other people. Okay. How many of you guys get those customers that are like, oh, I'm just here, I'm shopping for other people, I'm not really buying for myself? Right. Well, what we need to do is we need to use verbiage that catches them off guard and says, hey, our job is to make Cutco very affordable so that you can buy for everyone else and not just yourself. Okay. We are a one stop shop. Okay. A lot of times people just see Cutco and they think, oh, it's so expensive and it's out of our realm that we want to give as a gift. But if we use the verbiage, our job is to make it very affordable as a gift. Customers are going to stand around more and then they're going to ask more questions. Oh, really? Yeah. Who do you got on your list? Who's the person that you're here buying for? What can we find for that person? Right. And you'll find out sometimes it's for like a 24-year-old or a 30-year-old, some college student or something like that. And they're like, yeah, I don't think they'd really appreciate the knives. And then that's where we go into actually, they would really appreciate it because it's a gift that they're not expecting. What they're expecting is you're going to get them some type of clothing that they're not going to like and they're going to have to return, right? Some kind of gift card, which, gift cards I personally think are thoughtless gifts. Now, I know that some people don't think that's not thoughtless because they were like, hey, I went to the store and I had to go physically get it for you. No. So, what we do is we say that verbiage to our customers. There's a lot of things that people want, and then there's things that people don't expect. And Cutco is one of those gifts that people don't expect, but when they get it, they highly respect it. Okay. I have never seen one of my customers not give the gift of Cutco and that person not receive it very well. Okay. Yes, we're expensive, but that's why you come to us to buy it when it's on sale so that you're giving them a gift that's way out of the realm of what you normally would buy for them, but they don't know that you got a better deal through me. Right. That's why I say it's very affordable. That way you can give them a nice gift, but not have to spend that kind of money on the gift. Right. And that could be a buy three, get one free. That could be a buy five, get one free. We all have our own different discounts that we do on our, per client, right? But the thing is that I just ask them, who would you be willing to spend $100, at least $100 on? Now, you guys know we do that in the business gifting realm, right? We ask that question. Out of all your employees and your customers, how many of those would you spend $100 on? Right? It's the same thing. We're going to ask that same question at the mall. Who out of your list would you spend $100 on? Oh, well, $100 is right around the range where we stay anyways. Okay, great. How many people is that? Oh, that's five. Okay, great. Let me show you some options, right? It could be five cheese knives. It could be, you know what I mean? A can opener, a petite carver, whatever it is that adds up to that, right? So we always ask those questions because the customers will tell us a lot. Our main problem that we have at the mall is we speak too fast and we let our customers go too fast, right? So what we do is we have to stall them there by using verbiage of who do you have on your list? Who would you spend $100 on? Have you thought about giving the gift to this person, this person, this person, this person? One thing that's helped me at the malls is, are you hosting the holiday? Okay. Because if they're hosting, they're going to tell you all about what's going on in their holiday, right? Well, now we're getting a whole idea of who's coming over to the house and what they're expecting, right? Oh, we're going to have 24 guests over. Oh, nice. Who's the guest? What's the guest list, right? Ask those questions. They're going to just tell you everybody on the list. Okay, do you have something for John and Jen? Do you have this and that? Do you have this, right? If they say, no, I'm not hosting at all. Okay, perfect. Have you gotten your hostess gift yet? And they're like, oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, well, in our family, we have a tradition. If we're not hosting the holiday, everybody brings a gift to that host as a thank you for hosting the holidays so we don't have to clean our house and have to go through all the mess. Right. And then when you say that to customers, they're like, oh, that would be a great idea. Do you guys have a wine opener? Do you have a can opener? You know what I mean? Even if it's something small like that, that's 50, $60, it's just added on to an order. That's extra CPO that we need. Right. And if they start buying one thing, what do they start doing? It becomes a feeding frenzy, right? And that's our whole goal. So have that in the back of your mind. If someone's saying, hey, I'm not shopping for me, I'm shopping for others, boom, now we have a list. Now we can find their list, dive into what's going on, right? Another great thing that I use is that I say, hey, well, how about we buy for the people on your list and you get free Cutco for it? Okay. Let's just call it our referral program without being referred. It's just you get the referral gifts. Right. And I had it once where a lady was all like, oh, well, this is great because I've always wanted the 6-inch veggie knife. Right. I've always wanted that 6-inch veggie knife. I was like, okay, well, how can we earn that for free today? And she goes, well, tell me how much I need to spend. And I'm like, well, it depends on how many gifts you need. Right. And then next thing you know, she spent $780. And the one gift that I gave her for free was her 6-inch veggie. And she was like all about it. Right. But we knocked out like six gifts that were on her list. Right. Other things too that I would tell you if they're not shopping for themselves, use the line here. Hey, you know that what they say, you got to take care of yourself first before you take care of others. And I know that Christmas is all about giving, but it's also receiving a gift to yourself too for all the hard work that you went through this year and everything that went on, right? My customers love it because I kind of do that banter with them. Like, really? You're not going to treat yourself? You know that John's never ever going to buy this for you, so you might as well just buy this and slip it in your stocking. He'll never know. Just, oh, look what Santa brought me, and then they laugh and they're like, oh, Curtis, you're right. Like, just do that. Or how about this? Take this, put it in a box, wrap it up, and say, John, this is from me to you. You know what I mean? Or you to me. I'll open it up on Christmas morning. You already know what it is. So when you're ready to chop up your potatoes or whatever it is, you're ready for it. Right? We give them excuses. How many of you guys have partners where you know that if you bought the gift for your partner and said, "Hey, just give this to me," they're going to be like, "Okay, great. How much do I owe you?" Or you know what I mean? There's a lot of that goes on nowadays where the partners just buy each other, right? There's times where too he's like, hey, uh, just gift this to me. And I'm like, Oh, why would I do that when you should just tell me what to give you? She goes, I already got it, so you might as well just wrap it up. You know what I mean? Act surprised when I open it. Okay, I could do that. I'm really good at that, you know? So, same kind of idea that you guys want to do at the malls. Um, Kind of help you guys with that one, right? And that's an objection that I know that everybody's going through right now because people are just walking by. Oh no, no, I can't shop for myself. I'm looking for the. Oh no, 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 we're not. Just come over here. How long have you had Cutco? Just start up that conversation, and then boom, right into the list, all into helping them out as well. Okay, budget. Okay, it's not in the budget. Once again, what we need to do is we need to make sure that they know that we're making it very affordable so that it is in the budget. Okay. Did you know that Cutco now lets you just split it up in little interest-free payments, same as cash? So we make it very affordable. Okay. Can you spend $100 today? Yes. Okay, great. Well, let's make it affordable. 5 pay, right? Get them $500 at Cutco, $100 today, split it up, no interest. What I do is I throw that out at the beginning. I know that a lot of people probably on this call are oh, I don't do the 5 pay until the very end, as in like, oh, and by the way, you could split it up and you only pay 200 today. And then the customer's like, what? Really? Oh, let's do it. No, I throw it up at the front. Okay. Just so you know, we do allow you to make payments here. You don't have to, there's no interest, no credit check, nothing like that. As the customer's walking by and they're like, oh, really? Seriously? Yeah, we make it very affordable. We want it so you're not paying a lot now, but we want you to get the gift now. And they're all like, oh, okay, well, boom, they come right back over. So, what were you looking for? What specifically were you looking for? What specifically is on your wish list? What specifically? Okay. Use the word specifically a lot at the mall because you need to find out exactly what they're looking at. Mall people, you guys know, they're not like our normal home shows or our state fairs. These people are all over the place. Okay. They have a moment. Squirrel, 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 right? If you use the verbiage, right? Specifically, what specifically are you looking for? They literally stop, they look, and then they start describing. Okay. And that's what we want. We want it where our customer slows down and is not sporadic. And it's just like, hey, was there something specifically you're looking for? Yeah, I really want that like brisket knife that you guys have. The one, and they're still looking, but they're channeling their energy into what I need them to do so that they can stop like, oh, you have flatware? Oh, cookware. Oh, I didn't know you guys did that. Oh, you guys have a can opener too. Ma'am, slow down. What specifically can I help you out with today? Like, are you looking for a set? Are you looking for individuals? Are you looking for gifts? Stuff like that, right? Budget. Okay. We have everything budget friendly. You guys know I hate the word budget, so I try not to say budget ever. But what you would say is we have budget friendly items here to help our clients. You guys know that what's his face? Mike Dowd does the little box like your goodie box or pick one, get one, whatever. You can have like a little sign that says budget friendly gifts, and you could probably have like a peeler, a can opener, an ice cream scoop, something sitting in there so that it kind of draws attention to that, right? Um, but as far as when it comes to budget, it's going to be more affordable than anything else. Okay. Some things that you're going to run into at the mall as well. How long are you here? Seriously, do you really need to ask that question? We're not here the whole mall season. Okay. When people ask that question, well, how long are you guys here? Oh, well, we're only here while supplies last. Okay. So you need to write that down or say that to the customer. How long are you guys here? Oh, we're only here until supplies last. And then customers like, oh, what? Yeah, so we're only here for a limited time. Cutco only sent us out so much product. And then when that product sells out, we're done with the mall season. Like what? Yeah, we have exclusive discounts going on here at the mall. We have some great programs, packages, things that are going like that. We really want to stay here till Christmas. But the thing is that we know we usually run out of product fast. So we're only here while supplies last. Oh, okay. Well, what do you have? Boom. They go right into their wish list. They get it going. Okay. And this is important for you guys to know this because on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, That's where you're going to get that common denominator of, oh, well, how long are you guys going to be here? Right? Well, we're here now. So buy now. Okay. So handle that objection the proper way. While supplies last is how long we're here. Okay. Spouse objection. You guys probably get this a lot where customers are like, oh, well, my spouse isn't here. I don't know if they would like it, or I don't know if this is the right pieces that they might like. Okay. That's where what we do is we bring up the 30-day trial. Okay. We know that it's hard to shop for certain people, especially if the people are not here with us, like your spouse. I know that you're saying that, hey, I want my spouse to be here. Well, that's why we have a 30-day trial period. So when you give him the gift or give her the gift, if she doesn't absolutely love that particular item, we can swap it for something that she really wants. The main principle of you buying here is getting her in the door with Cutco, making sure that she has a high-end, high-quality gift, and that's what Cutco is here for. So what we do is we let her try it out, but let me show you our 5 most popular pieces, because if you buy her at least these 5 here, you know that you're on the right track with your customer or with your spouse. They don't have to be here to know that these are the 5 knives or the 5 items they should have in their kitchen. Now, just so you know, if you know any professional chef, the first 3 knives they're going to tell you in the kitchen that you must have are these 3 knives. Professional chefs will tell you you must have these 3 knives. First knife that you need is a chef knife, some type of chopping knife. Okay. We have 3 different versions of chopping knives, and I can tell you this is the most popular. Whatever you have in consignment, that's the most popular chopper. Okay. Whether it's a veggie knife, Santoku, or a petite chef knife, right? When the customer knows that you're going based off of common knowledge of these are the most popular, they're more likely not to use the spouse objection as much because now you're the professional. Okay. The second one is your paring knife. You should always have a paring knife. You know that saying. You can never have enough paring knives in your kitchen. Cutco got that because we got 6 of them. They know that people are paring knife people. You know what I mean? They like small knives, tops off strawberries, coring apples, section grapefruit, blah, 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 blah. Right? Do your thing. And then the most crucial piece out of the whole entire line is a utility knife of some sort. Okay. Then what you do is you do the Santoku trimmer or the regular trimmer. Now, your next 5 are going to be based off of how they cook. Okay. So if it's the wife and she goes, okay, well, I know those 3. Now, question for you, your husband, what does he cook? Oh, well, he's a meat guy. Oh, well, then the fifth or the third or fourth or fifth piece should be a boning knife and the brisket knife, right? Or the butcher knife and the brisket knife, depending on what you have there at the booth. Okay. At our mall, we sell so much at Park Meadows Mall that we literally have one of every piece of Cutco. Okay. We have cleavers, we have butcher knives, we have everything in consignment. And that's just because we sell, $160,000 worth of product at the show. Okay. So know that, right? Ask that specific question. If the husband's there, or, just, hey, what does your spouse like to cook? So do the 3 pieces, and then what does your spouse like to cook? Oh, they love avocados. Okay, great. Well, if they love avocados, they need an avocado knife. Here's the spatula spreader, right? And then go through it that way, or the bird's beak paring knife, or whatever it is. Okay. Oh, she's a sourdough person. Oh, we have the Santoku slicer, great for sourdough. Oh, we have, you know what I mean? Go through it that way. Spouse objection can be easily handled when you just talk about 5 pieces rather than a full set. You're going to probably notice that you get the spouse objection more when they're looking at a full set of knives. If you go down to the 5-piece set, they're going to be on board. And then it's easy for you to just go, yeah. And if you like those 5 knives, they come in this set here. And then it could be a custom homemaker, custom galley, whatever it is. Right. And then the customer's like, oh, well, I like that set better. Okay. I am not afraid of selling galley sets at my mall because I know that it's the perfect thing. Because I can put shears in there, I could put the cheese knife in there, I could really like doll up these sets, and people want to spend that kind of money on their significant other. But if they're like, hey, I don't want to spend $1,000, that's totally fine. What about these 5 pieces? It's only 640, right? That's why showstoppers, I'll sell them like crazy. Um, we have literally 25 petite carvers in our consignment. You know what I mean? Or we'll go through at least 30 or 40 of them because we do a lot of showstopper sets. Okay. Spouse objection is just a way for them to like think about it. Okay. But there is no thinking about it when we can use, well, this is what professionals will tell you you must have in your kitchen. And then they're like, okay, well, if the professionals are telling me to do that, then that's what I want to do too. Cool. And then what I want you guys to do is have your head on a swivel. Do not be the reps that just sit back at the kiosk and just wait for people to walk up to your kiosk. If you want your malls to be successful, just say hello, hi, how are you? How are things going? Are you excited that Christmas is right around the corner? Like, you don't have to like say, Cutco, are you familiar with Cutco? Hey, we got Cutco here. You don't have to be that. Okay. Because we don't want to be a kiosk that's like that. But when you're smiling and you're just, hello, how are you? And you see people like turn their head. I've seen so many times where reps won't say a damn thing to a customer. And I'll just be walking by the booth like, hey, how are you? And they're like, oh, I'm doing great. I was like, oh, nice. You getting your last minute Christmas shopping in? They're like, yeah, I am. Boom. They walk right back over to the kiosk. And they're like, oh, Cutco, I didn't even know that you guys were here. Oh, I'm so glad that you said hello to me. I've been looking for. Right. And then I look at the other rep that's working with me and I'm like, damn, can you just do your job? Like just say hello to people, and it's nothing crazy. I literally had a rep come in and cross train with me on the 20th of November at the mall. Okay. Cause they were like, hey, I want to see how you do, like how you pull people in. And literally in their notes, it said, just say hello. They were like, I thought you used like one liners. Hey, we're cutting deals, folks. No, you'll never see me say something stupid like that to a customer. That's salesy, right? But when I'm genuine and I'm there and I'm on and I'm like, hey, folks, how are you? And they're like, oh, we're doing great. I was like, oh, nice. It's so lovely seeing a nice couple in here holding hands right before the holidays. It just warms my heart up, right? And they're like, oh, thank you. And then they turn, they look, and they're like, oh, Cutco. I didn't know you get. And it's like, oh, all I did was say hello, and then boom, they walk right over to the booth. Okay. Also, pay attention to bags. The people that have bags, I call them bag ladies. Okay. If they have like 10 bags in their hand, they're a shopping whore. I'm sorry. I know this is being recorded. But that just tells you that they're a fiend and they're just trying to buy something for everybody, or they want a bag from every single store so they could be noticed. Okay. So if I see the bag people walk by, I literally talk to them and I say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that store was here. And they're like, oh yeah. And I'm like, oh, where was that at? They don't know where it's at. And then they stop and they're like, well, and the best thing is that that lady puts all of her bags down right in front of the Cutco kiosk. Right. And what do people notice? They notice other people that are buying and they know other people that are spending money. So if she puts all of her bags down in front of my booth or on my booth, it looks like someone like a mega whale is sitting at my booth at a kiosk in the middle of the mall. And I will stop them every single time. And the reps that are working with me, they love it because immediately we get 4 or 5 people that walk up and they're like, oh, Kaka, Kaka. They're all up on our booth because they see that this lady that's a shopping person is also at our booth that's buying a lot as well. Okay. So if you see those people, go out of your way to say something to them. We also have this thing called the brown bag special. Okay. We'll even say it out loud to the reps. We're like, brown bag. And that's the Louis Vuitton bag. Okay. It's that big brown bag. Now, this year it's a dark blue one. It's really cool. It's sparkly. I just bought one in Vegas. But you know it. If you see the blue bag, you just say hello to that person no matter what, right? And you guys know these stores. If you have high-end stores, if there's even Nordstrom and some of these, if you see those bags, stop people. If you see a bag that constantly is going by you, you need to stop them and ask them what's at that store. Right? We have a new store that it's at our mall, and I swear everybody's holding one of those bags. So we just stop them. Question for you. What store is that? I've never heard of that, right? They stop, they wait, and you guys know it's like moths to the flame. If someone's talking to you, someone else is coming up to the booth. Okay. So keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you guys are paying attention to that. Have fun at the mall. How many of you guys work with other people at the mall? Okay. Yes. So what you want to do is you guys need to do like bingo. You guys need to do tic-tac-toe. You need to do something that keeps you entertained so that you're constantly looking at who the people are, right? Because we're people watchers, right? Have one, the guy that's dressed up as Santa, you know what I mean? Have it where like you're constantly looking and you're just having great conversations with people, right? We have a game where it's the first one to get no 5 times, or the hand in the face 5 times gets an X so that they can put it on tic-tac-toe. You know what I mean? And it's just great because it's all like it keeps it entertaining. It keeps the malls exciting, but the customers don't know. I'll be like, oh, she totally put her hand on my face. Oh, there's one more. Let me put my X down, and we just laugh because of how rude people are. So you play games with rude people. You know what I mean? And it makes the day go by faster. I know that we kind of went off from just the goods, but I just want you guys to have fun. Know that this is the time of the year where it's easy for you guys to pick up some extra sales, some great clientele. Don't forget to ask business gifts because there's a lot of business owners that are in the malls right now trying to find their clients or their customers or their top people gifts. Literally, we had a lady that was in the mall last month. When I say last month, on the 28th, 30th, or whatever of November, and she bought 4 galley sets. Okay, because we just stopped her and we're like, "Oh, have you thought about giving gifts? Oh, I need to get stuff for my office managers." Great. What about a set of knives? They're gonna love it. They need it for Christmas. And she's like, "Okay, I'll take 4 of them." You know what I mean? People are right now, it's that like quick, rash decision of, yep, let's just do it. You know what I mean? We're high end, high quality, American made, buy it once, never buy it again, done. So I wanted to give you guys like 20 to 30 minutes worth of stuff, and then I wanted to open up into questions because I know everyone has different questions besides just handling objections. But, have fun at the malls. And I will tell you, the people that are doing good at the malls are going to do fantastic in January and February because this is where you collect your leads. This is how you start off your year. And a lot of people are like, why does Curtis just go off in January and February? Well, I have a good show in January, yes, but I also have so many leads and so much stuff that's going over that it's like a snowball effect. It goes right in my January, February. And then I'm sitting at, 200, 300K by the end of February, going, oh, wow, start off the year the right way again. Right. And that's what I want everyone to know. Like the malls is what jumpstarts you to that.
That was
Cool.
great. Thank you so much, Curtis. That was
Yeah.
awesome. I got so many good nuggets. I can't wait to implement these one-liners. I love how you said, "How long are you here while supplies last?" Just because it creates that initial urgency and like, "Oh shit, like I gotta buy now while I can, you know?" I do have a question. I would just love to hear your verbiage because I feel like, especially in the mall season, compared to traditional events, we hear like, we're gonna walk around, think about it, or we parked on this side of the mall, we'll see you on our way back, and they're very like already walk in. Are there a couple one-liners that you kind of say or do to slow them down a bit?
Yeah. So are they just walking by the booth and they're like, oh, we're going to be coming back through here. We'll stop at the Cutco kiosk?
That's a good scenario because we see that.
Okay.
Or like if
Okay.
you're already like you're trying to close an order and they're like, you know what, like it's a lot to unpack and you can just see their faces where they're like, let's walk around, think about it, or come back on our way out, some sort of thing.
Yep. So first thing is you always, if any time a customer says they got to think about it or they're going to be back, take a step back from them and say, I totally get it. I don't want you to be high pressured. We're not one of those kiosks in the mall, and I don't want you to feel like I am one of those people. I'm just trying to get you the best deal. And the thing is, I know that we have a limited supply of what you're looking at. And if that's what you want, I don't want you to be the customer because this happens every year that someone says, "Hey, we'll be back on our way out." And then they stop by the booth and some lady came up and bought 11 of this, 2 of that, 5 of this, 4 of that. And then they wiped out my inventory. And then I have to be sad for the customer when they come back. And I'm not trying to be high pressure. I'm just letting you know that this is a scenario that happens a lot at our mall display. And then customers are like, okay, I get it. And I'm so like, so if I can like sweeten the deal or make it, something where we can get it now so that you don't have to come back. Maybe when you do come back, you can bring me like caramel macchiato, or you can bring me some Auntie N's pretzels or something like that. I would love that. You know what I mean? So what I do is I always change the subject from it so that they know that I'm not trying to be high pressure, but I am, pushing a little bit, so use that verbiage there. And if they're like still like, no, 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 and be like, okay, great. Well, I look forward to seeing you in a little while. If I don't, just know you will pay more the next time I see you. And then ha 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 and laugh. You know what I mean? Make them feel good, right? Because I'm one of those people like, oh, that's totally fine. You guys go have fun. I don't want to stop you. Like, you go do your thing. Like, just know that if I don't see you come back, it's okay. I like it. You're going to spend a lot more next time. And then they look at me and I'm like, joking. I was like, go have fun. I was like, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Right. When you're like that nonchalant and you're like just very with them, they're like, oh, that was cool. Then they're going to be shopping. And the whole time they're shopping, they're thinking about you. Right. And if you need to throw a little extra discount in there, hey, and if you do come back, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to give you something crazy, right? And we all know we have like peelers and sample knives and stuff like that that we can give them for coming back to the booth. My thing is that confidence, when someone says they're going to be back, your confidence with them coming back is the confidence that they come back with. Does that kind of help you out? Reps across the nation are so afraid of letting people walk. I'm not. You know what? I'm very confident when they walk away. If you're not buying from me, you're not buying from anyone, right? And I let people know that too. I'm like, no, yeah, go ahead, have fun. Like, I know you'll be back. As I like, go do your thing. I know you guys are here for a specific thing. You just ran into me. Go do your thing. Come back and see me. I would greatly appreciate you coming back. And having that extra confidence with them on letting them go makes them come back because they're like, oh, that was great. Like, he didn't even try to shove it down my throat. He was just like, yeah, come back. I dare you to come back. You know what I mean? Because you know that when they come back, they're dead meat. Okay. So have that in the back of your mind.
That
Does
was
that kind of
great.
help you?
Thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that. I feel like I just kind of go into fight or flight when people are like, "We'll be back." I'm like, "No, you're not," and I'm just like holding them there for dear life, you know. But it
Yeah.
it totally
And
like
don't do that.
bothers me.
And don't think that, no, you're not. Okay, great. Bet. Challenge. Challenge accepted. That's what I want to go through your mind. Okay, great. Yeah, no problem. Step back. I totally get it. I don't want to be pushy. Am I being pushy? If I am, I'm so sorry because that is not what I'm trying to be. I've been in the malls a long time. I know how some of the kiosks are. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? I just want to let you know the reason why I'm trying to express urgency with you now is because we know that we're limited on our supply, and
Mm.
some of the pieces that you're looking at are literally in that supply. Does that kind of help you? That's that confidence that you're building with them. And it's all like, hey, I don't want to be that person, but if I have to, I'm just gonna be a little bit more and then go back. Anyone else have questions?
I just
Yo,
wanted to piggyback off of that. So most of the us in NorCal in the Bay Area don't actually dip into our inventory until after the shipping deadline hits. So what it would be a way to express urgency without having the inventory as a thing to create the urgency.
Yeah. So what you would want to do is you want to let customers know that the discounts are only limited to the certain days that we are there. So if you don't want to use inventory, just be like, hey, just want to let you know that we don't control the discounts going on here at the mall. Cutco does, and I don't want you guys to miss out on the discount because unfortunately, the closer we get to the holiday, the more expensive Cutco becomes. And they're like, what? And I'm like, literally, we have to charge full retail because we're literally catching the people that are not responsible and they're coming in at the last minute. And Cutco knows that. And what we're going to do is we're going to charge them more. And I don't want to do that to you. I want to be upfront with you and I want to be, honest. And I want to let you know that this is the time to get it. Don't be the person that comes in at the end of our mall season and then expects that you're going to get the same discount because we can't. See how you express that urgency, but it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be with inventory.
Okay. Awesome. I like that.
And here's the other thing. You can express that if you're not giving the inventory out. What you can do is you can go, okay, get them on the cusp, say, yeah, I don't want you to lose out because our inventory is limited. And then next thing you know, oh no, we're out of that item in inventory. You know what? I'm just going to ship all of your product to you right away and I will have it out to you before Christmas, no problem. Okay. But I'm so glad that you're placing your order now because since inventory is limited on that item, I'm going to ship it to you for free as well. And I'm going to make sure you have it in time. So you can use it either way if you're not
Okay.
giving out inventory or if you are giving out inventory. Or use the other one. Our discounts are limited. And right now they're at their highest because we're trying to catch the people that are here before the last week of Christmas because we know what happens the last week of Christmas. And customers know that. They know exactly what you're talking about. Because and then you say every store does it. You don't know it, but every store raises their prices by the end of it.
Well, people are shopping in desperation.
Okay?
So it makes sense.
Correct. Because and they know it. And customers like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to come back that week. Right? And you're like, okay, well, you don't have to come back at all. You might as well just knock it out now, and then you don't have to come back. See that
I like
confidence
it.
again? Hey, you don't have to do that. You just do it now and you don't have to worry about it.
Thank you. That was perfect.
Uh, yep. Hung, you were going to say something?
No,
I thought
Denise.
I
No,
heard you.
yeah, yeah, no, you're good. Denise mentioned that because I was talking about the inventory too, but we're good.
Okay. And I have a question. Why aren't you guys utilizing the inventory now? Are you
I
guys just afraid that you'll use it all and you won't have it in time or what?
um we kind of like using the urgency of that what we have available while supplies last sort of thing. But the truth is I don't even have it delivered yet from Olean. So I'm still kind of like waiting on it.
Oh, see, we get it. We use it and we order like 4 or 5 times,
Oh,
reorder. And the
one
reason why we do that is because Cutco sends out that stupid mall package that, sorry, Cutco, I know you're being recorded, but they send out that the pieces that they think are most important in the mall pipe. What we do is we try to sell that stuff and get it out of there so that we can actually order what we know people want at the holiday season. So that's why I always encourage people that have mall displays, get that stuff right away, sell the stuff, like pump out the stuff that you know you need to get rid of so that you can reorder your cheese knives. The worst thing is that you guys will have 3 cheese knives at Christmas, right? And we all know that we need multiples of those, right? So what we do is we knock out the inventory that we don't like, and then what we do is we reorder only the items that people are purchasing, right? Like 4-inch veggie knives. Oh my gosh. If you don't have 4-inch veggie knives like in abundance at your mall, you're missing out, right? Same thing with 6-inch veggie knives, all of that. Because what we're doing is we're limiting our stuff because of Cutco's mall, whatever thing
Package.
that they did.
Yep.
So I would encourage you guys pull that out now, get rid of that stuff and reorder. And the cool thing is that Cutco is allowing us to reorder that consignment all the way up until that Friday so that we can still get a huge package come into us on that Monday, Tuesday before the end. So what I would tell you to do is utilize it right now and get that inventory of the stuff that we know we need at the end of it. Table knives, cheese knives, veggie knives, trimmers, chef knives, petite chefs, Santukos, stuff like that.
good
So,
idea. Thank you.
uh, I'm just one of these people like utilize that inventory now. Like pump out the things that you don't want. And here's the thing, it's okay to reorder and be ready for that last Saturday, Sunday. Because what we do is we have a big package that comes in on Friday, and all of our reps feel like relieved because they're like, oh, now we have everything that we need. And then they just crush the last 5 days of the show.
That's great. Thank you so much, Curtis. Does anybody have any other last minute questions? Nope. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Awesome. Well, Curtis,
Caller.
thanks again. Did someone say something? Nope, we're good. Thanks again, Curtis. I appreciate you so much. I can't wait to implement this stuff. Kick ass in the mall, guys. Kick ass, Curtis. Appreciate you.
Yes.
I'll see you
Thanks,
in
guys. Have a
February.
good holiday season. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, bye.